Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Travis, and today we're diving into a topic that doesn't get talked about nearly enough. Bitcoin and mutual aid, and how these two seemingly different worlds actually share a lot more in common than you might think. Let's talk about decentralization, trust, community power, and the future of economic resilience. Sound great? Let's jump in. So first off, what exactly is mutual aid? Well, mutual aid is when people voluntarily come together to meet each other's needs. It's not about one person giving to another from a place of excess. It's about community solidarity, not charity. Think food sharing, bail funds, ride sharing networks, and community support groups. These are all forms of mutual aid. It's about building systems where communities can rely on each other, especially when traditional institutions fail to provide support. It's been around for centuries. Mutual aid societies were the foundation in immigrant communities during the civil rights movement, and even now during crises like natural disasters or economic collapse. Now, what does any of that have to do with Bitcoin? Okay, so Bitcoin. We all hear the buzz. It's a digital currency, it's volatile, it's the future, or it's a scam, depending on who you ask. But at its core, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer financial network. It's money that doesn't require a bank or a government to approve the transaction. It's programmable, permissionless, and global. Bitcoin was literally born out of the financial crisis in 2008, a direct response to the failures of centralized institutions. Sound familiar? Mutual aid and Bitcoin both arise when people lose trust in top-down systems and start asking, how can we take care of each other and ourselves without waiting for someone else to save us? Here's where it gets interesting. Both Bitcoin and mutual aid are rooted in the idea of decentralization, meaning no gatekeepers, no central authority saying who can or can't participate. Mutual aid says, you need food? I got you. Bitcoin says, you need to send money across borders without a bank? Well, I got you. They're both trust networks. In mutual aid, trust is local. It's built face to face. In Bitcoin, trust is built through code, electricity, computer, and mathematics. But the spirit behind them is both similar. We don't need permission to help one another. Let's talk about access. In many parts of the world, people are unbanked. They don't have access to traditional financial systems. Maybe they don't have a government ID. Maybe they're undocumented. Maybe the banks just don't serve in their area. Bitcoin offers a way in. All you need to participate is a smartphone and an internet access. Same with mutual aid. Traditional safety nets don't work for everyone. Maybe you don't qualify for Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. Maybe you're waiting months for support. Mutual aid steps in now. No paperwork, no red tape. Both systems are about financial empowerment from the bottom up. So let's bring this down to earth. During the protests in 2020, many mutual aid networks started accepting Bitcoin donations. Why? Because traditional fundraising platforms such as GoFundMe or PayPal were freezing funds or taking huge cuts. In countries with economic instability, like Venezuela or Nigeria, people are using Bitcoin to receive remittances or pay for essentials when their local currency is hyperinflated or when the banks are unreliable. And at the same time, mutual aid networks in those same countries are doing the same thing, like sharing food, covering medical costs, or creating community farms. It's decentralized economics in real life. Now let's be real. Bitcoin isn't perfect. It's volatile, it can be used by scammers, and mutual aid isn't perfect either. It's vulnerable to burnout, and it can't replace systemic solutions on its own. But together, there's potential. Imagine community-run Bitcoin wallets for mutual aid. Transparent, global, and free from middlemen. Imagine disaster relief funds instantaneously, peer-to-peer, with no delays or bureaucracy. It's not about replacing everything with Bitcoin. It's about adding tools to the toolbox in order to help the most amount of people possible. So what's the takeaway? Bitcoin and mutual aid might look different on the surface, but they both ask a radical question. What happens when we stop waiting for institutions to save us and start saving each other? Whether you're stacking sats or sharing sandwiches, the principle is the same. Power to the people in every sense. If that resonates with you, give this video a like, share it with a friend, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Bitcoin has a role in mutual aid, or is it just hype? Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and take care of each other.